Meet Tom. Tom is a busy guy, so like millions of us, he orders his family's weekly groceries through an app. He knows it costs a little extra. He sees the $4 delivery fee and the $3 service fee. He accepts it because it saves him time. But last Tuesday, Tom's delivery driver made a critical mistake. He accidentally left the physical, store-printed register receipt at the bottom of Tom's grocery bag. When Tom compared the physical register receipt to the digital receipt on his phone, he uncovered a baffling financial mystery. The prices did not match, not even close. On the physical receipt from the store shelf, Tom's milk was $3.20. On the app, he was charged $4.45. A bag of apples was $4.50 at the store, but $6.20 on the app. Item by item, almost every single grocery on Tom's phone had been silently inflated by 15 to 30%. In fact, a recent landmark study of over 400 shoppers found that Instacart actually runs randomized pricing experiments. The study showed that a single dozen eggs sold at a Safeway store in Washington, D.C. was offered on the app at 5 different prices at the exact same time, ranging from $3.99 all the way up to $4.79. Overall, the physical groceries cost $85, but the app charged Tom $115 for those exact same items. And that was before adding delivery fees, service charges, or driver tips. Tom walked into the local supermarket, receipts in hand, ready to confront the owner, Sarah. He showed her the price differences and demanded to know why she was overcharging online customers. But Tom did not find a greedy corporate villain. Instead, he found a terrified local business owner. Sarah looked at the receipts, sighed, and told Tom a secret. She was not making a single penny of that extra $30. In fact, if she did not allow those inflated prices on the app, her grocery store would go bankrupt. Sarah explained the trap. Grocery stores operate on some of the thinnest profit margins in the entire retail industry. According to data from the Food Industry Association, the average independent supermarket makes a net profit of only 1.7% on its sales. That means on a $100 transaction, Sarah only keeps $1.70 of actual profit. But when a local grocery store partners with a major delivery app, the tech platform charges the store commission. That commission is typically 10 to 15% on every single order. If Sarah kept her regular store shelf prices, she would lose more than $13 on every single delivery order she fulfilled. To survive, the apps give stores a brutal choice. Either absorb the 15% fee out of your own pocket and go bankrupt, or allow the app to silently mark up your menu prices to cover the platform tax. As Tom walked back to his car, his brain kept spinning the math. If the app took a 15% commission from the store, charged Tom a $30 price markup, added a $4 delivery fee, and tacked on a $3 service fee, that meant the app was pulling in over $50 on a simple $85 grocery order. A comprehensive study by Goodwater Capital confirmed that once you combine markups, platform fees, and a standard 15% tip, the average app user pays a massive 40% premium compared to shopping in store. Surely, with all this cash pouring in, the gig delivery drivers must be making a fortune. To find out, Tom decided to talk to Mark, the driver who regularly delivers his food. What Mark showed Tom on his driver app was shocking. For a delivery that took 45 minutes of heavy lifting, driving through traffic, and finding Tom's apartment, the app only paid Mark a base rate of $7. When you account for the cost that Mark has to pay out of his own pocket, including gasoline, vehicle wear and tear, and self-employment taxes, his actual take-home pay was less than $3 an hour. In fact, multiple labor studies have found that after vehicle expenses, gig drivers frequently earn far below local minimum wages, sometimes even operating at a net loss on long-distance trips. Without Tom's personal tip, Mark was literally working for free. The mystery had now deepened into a bizarre paradox. The customer was overpaying by 40%. The local store was barely surviving. The driver was earning below minimum wage. If everyone in this chain was losing, who was holding the bag of money? This is where the story takes its most bizarre turn. Tom pulled up the financial public earnings reports of these multi-billion-dollar delivery platforms. He expected to see overflowing vaults of cash. Instead, he discovered that these companies have historically lost hundreds of millions of dollars on paper every single year. For instance, before going public, delivery platforms ran up billions of dollars in accumulated deficits. How is it mathematically possible to overcharge the customer, squeeze the merchant, underpay the driver, and still lose money? The answer lies in a business strategy called platform capitalism. These platforms are not designed to make a profit from the simple act of delivering groceries. They are designed for total market domination. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars on aggressive customer acquisition, heavy marketing campaigns, and high-end software developers, all funded by Wall Street venture capitalists. Their goal is to crush traditional delivery systems until they are the only option left standing. The founders and early investors do not get rich from store commissions. They get rich by inflating the paper value of the company and selling their stock shares to the public on the stock exchange. It is a massive financial loop funded by speculative cash, subsidized by underpaid gig workers, and quietly paid for by consumers who have no idea their eggs are marked up by 50%. So, how we break the loop? Once Tom understood the invisible systems draining his wallet, he made a simple decision. He deleted the apps. Now, Tom uses a simple two-step strategy to protect his money. First, if he is short on time, he uses the grocery store's direct curbside pickup program. Most supermarkets run their own pickup services for free or a flat $4 fee, without any hidden menu markups. Second, when he shops in person, he pays cash or orders directly. Every dollar spent directly at Sarah's Market stays in his community, helping a local business survive instead of funding a Silicon Valley stock valuation. The next time you click Buy Now on your phone, ask yourself, are you paying for a product or are you paying an invisible corporate tax? If you want to understand the hidden financial systems they do not teach you in school and protect your hard-earned wealth, subscribe to Money Matters. Let's expose the traps together. See you next week.